matters most, people. This is when it matters most. We need things to happen right now. Bitcoin's at its make or break moment. A massive asymmetrical triangle. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Let's just wait to see if there's anybody awake right now. Who's awake right now? We're going to find out. We're going to find out who's awake right now. What's going on, guys? Let's see who's in here. Wow. It's probably early. You're probably just going to have to rewatch the stream. I'm sorry. You know, I just work harder than most people. I will say that. I will say that I am in the office pretty much every single day at 4:35 a.m. Sometimes I pull up at 3 a.m. and I'm here till 6, 7 p.m. every single day. So I could provide you guys with this content. These are real live streams. It's not like every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to do a live stream. No, it's when it matters, okay? That's when we do the live streams, when it matters, okay? Not random times that I just pick because of my schedule, okay? By any means, at any time, I will pop up and run it up. We're going to get on this live stream right now. When it matters most, Bitcoin's make or break moment right now, fam. We're going to be talking about cryptocurrency entrepreneurship, of course, classic style like all my videos. It's honest integrity, no type of sponsorships at all. Why is Alex hyped this early in the morning? Please tell me. Why? Why is Alex hyped this morning? The reason why I'm hyped this morning is because I consistently did it for years. I've been consistently waking up at 5:30 a.m. to work hard. And this is the time where I get my best work done. Typically in the day, I try not to do anything other than like the most important work in my business in the morning. And right now, this is the most important, okay, work right now. Bitcoin's in its make or break moment. We're going to talk about some technical analysis, some macro conditions, all that good stuff. I have to go work out at 7 a.m. So I have exactly 45 minutes right now. So just give me a second. Give me a second. Let's see if anybody else joins. I'm not trying to wait for a lot of people because I do understand that no one's awake right now. But if you could just do me a favor, everybody just like the video. I'm trying to put out more content on YouTube. I'm trying to weed out too, like the haters, like they've been unfollowing me. So if you hate on me, if you're mad, I'm just going to say more stuff to make you hate me. So just unfollow me now. Just go. This is the first time I've ever said this. I need all my haters to go to my channel and unfollow me. Don't need you. Okay. For the people that love the content that I make, guys, we're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about this potential breakout here. We're going to be talking about the total market capitalization, total 2, macro conditions, Ethereum, all that juicy stuff, all going to be talked about, of course. And some of the buy calls, I'm not perfect. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect. But some of my buy and sell calls actually here. Let me show you guys something. Ready? I'm going to show you something. I was wrong. I was wrong 10 hours ago. I just didn't feel like sleeping with the bag, but I sold 10 hours ago, and I happened to be completely incorrect. Oh, man. Alex was wrong? Are you serious? I just got to show you guys that because people just think that like I just have a crystal ball or something. I sold Ethereum right around here. So Bitcoin went up 3%. Ethereum went up 6%. Man, I suck. Okay? But doesn't matter because I did that on purpose. And I'll explain the reasoning behind this, right? Because a lot of this is just, it's chance, right? And you just got to put the odds in your favor. And 9 times out of 10, or not 9 times out of 10, but more than 5 times out of 10, you should be correct, right? They say the best traders on earth are only about 50% correct. With good risk management, you win the game. So I'll go over some stuff. Right now, it really is a make or break moment. You need to pay attention to what's going on because I think it's really, really important to get in or out of the market. We'll make a decision here. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at, all that great stuff. If everybody else, you could just like it one more time. We're going to start officially in about approximately 60 seconds to 120 seconds. So in about 2 minutes, we're going to start. Yeah, exactly. No, there's no in between. You're either going to respect me or hate me. It's just that simple. Yeah, I'm going to come out with the greatest content regardless of anything. Guys. I promise I am not going to miss out on this pump. So this is a very, very, very important stream here, guys. And I'll explain everything. Okay, very important stream. There's a reason why I'm coming out at 6 o'clock in the morning when I should be doing something completely different with this random live stream. It's really important to me. Hopefully you guys are up and ready to attack the day. Attack the day, guys. Attack the day. I'll go over some stuff here. Okay. Aw, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you liking my story. It's 3:11 in California. That's what I like to see. All right, I'm not going to hold you guys up because I know a lot of people woke up pretty early. So just for this live stream. And I appreciate you guys for having dedication in your craft and using my research with your research. Okay, so first things first, let's look at Bitcoin. Now, the reason why we're looking at Bitcoin is because it's pretty much the biggest manipulated market or coin. It moves the market, right? And this has been a common thing So basically, they're all out, throughout all cryptocurrency. Since the beginning, Bitcoin has been basically, obviously, the first crypto, has the most market capitalization. It basically moves the market. Institutional investors, they like to buy Bitcoin. They don't like buying Ethereum or anything speculative. Bitcoin has like the biggest onboarding and offboarding ramps, right? Biggest institutional demand. So as you can see here, a lot of people look at the 4 charts I really look at as a total 2, at least right now, just to kind of anticipate climate and market conditions. I'm looking at the total 2, BTC, USDT, specifically on Binance, ETH, USDT. A lot of people like to look at what is it called? I'm just drawing blanks now. People look at, what is it, Hotbit? No, it's not Hotbit. It's let's just pull up this ETH. They look at Bybit because Bybit's like one of the oldest exchanges. A lot of people like to look at, but I look at it specifically Binance because they have the highest volume. So let's look at Bitcoin. So what's happening here? This is a classic bearish pennant. Okay, this is a classic asymmetrical bearish pennant. This is what the technicals are saying. It's not me. I'm not making this up. You can look it up for yourself. This is a continuation pattern. So drop. We have a drop here. Okay, it's a classic A, B, C, D, E. We're supposed to, by technicalities, by technicals, break to the downside. Now, how far can we go? Okay, guys, remember, when I say something as technical, it doesn't mean I believe it. It just means what it technically means. That's all it means, okay? That's all it means, all right? And I will act on technicals right now, especially right now when there's a lot of uncertainty. But all I did was take this, get price range, from the top of the channel to the bottom of the channel, kind of move this over here. Let me grab that. And then I brought it over here. And this kind of shows how far we could go down, okay? And this doesn't take in consideration this drop here as well. So that's what was supposed to happen. Hence, my sell call on Twitter. But it doesn't look like it's panning out that way, okay? It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's playing as a reversal. Now, we don't get real confirmation on if this is a reversal or not until it gets above this point here. So if we get above C, okay, which is a price of $40,000 BTC, then I'll be super excited. Now, also, what I'm looking for is something very exaggerated right now. Being that it's really early in the morning, people are not usually up at this time in the United States in most time zones. We could see that very soon. It could even happen on this live stream. We could see something extremely exaggerated. But what am I looking for specifically? I'm looking for a bigger volume, right? If you guys noticed, in this pattern, we've had decreasing volume, which is a sign of an asymmetrical triangle, right? You see the decreasing volume. I know we just skewed it because I moved it, but you guys see decreasing volume, and then we'll see either a big red or a big green. Okay, that's what I'm looking for to get like a real breakout. This is not a real breakout. This is probably just whales manipulating. If we get really close to this price here, this is not really a real breakout. I want to see something like seriously like up here, like serious breakout, and then we have a continuation, or I will start to be comfortable to enter back into the market once Bitcoin gives above this price. Now, I'll probably do it a little bit earlier. I wouldn't, like, there's nothing wrong with like getting in now and then selling here. This is a nice little jump, right? It's a nice little 3% jump. That's what, swing traders do, scalp traders, right? If we look at Ethereum, everything's pretty much saying the same exact story, right? Everything's showing the same exact thing. And this is why it's really important to watch multiple markets. But the thing is, Ethereum is kind of the representation for the altcoin season in general. So if you can see here, they have already broken out. This is not a perfect asymmetrical triangle, but it's showing the same thing. And it's showing how we have resistance here, right? And this one broke out. I want to see Bitcoin do that. Okay, when Bitcoin does that, I'll be happy. Now, yesterday, I sold about right here because I didn't have really too much faith. Not right here. I sold like right about here. I didn't have too much faith in this run. It looked like it was going to reject, but it obviously didn't happen. Now, let me give you my thought process because I know a lot of people are mad at me because I sold. Okay, let's think about it this way, right? I'm about to go to sleep, okay? There's about to be like a 8 to 10 hour difference where I'm not going to be able to look at the chart. I'm not going to be able to do anything. This is different than any other market, right? So it's a 24-hour market. Anything can happen overnight, okay? This is a bearish technical pattern as well. If we look at Ethereum, same thing. This is bearish. The trend is this way. It's supposed to be a continuation pattern to the downside. It's supposed to boom, 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 continuation pattern to the downside, drop about this much percentage in accordance to what we see here. So that's what's supposed to happen. Now, the only difference here between Ethereum's price and Bitcoin's price, and we'll look at longer time frames, of course, guys. We're just looking at the hourly for now so we can do some kind of like quick technical trades. The only difference is that we have more support on Ethereum than Bitcoin's price, okay? And then I'll show you what I'm talking about, okay? So same thing. Once we get over C right here, once we get over 2,900, I'll feel comfortable getting back in. If there was a price to reject, this would be the place, okay? So I'm still not in yet, especially for Ethereum. Bitcoin, again, still not in yet. But look, we're getting larger candlesticks. It looks really good, actually. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We're getting some larger candlesticks. This looks like a nice little run. I want to see bigger volume, which we might be able to see soon because people are waking up, right? We're doing this really early, right? I might just step in harder. Let's look at ADA because people are asking about ADA. Well, yeah, ADA is going hard right now, too. They just actually dropped an upgrade or something like that. They just broke right here. So in ADA's case, it actually looks a lot better. ADA, this might actually be a good buy because as you can see right here, kind of not a perfect, but similar asymmetrical triangle. Let's kind of pull this out here. I hate when it does that. Similar asymmetrical triangle. We're breaking above C. So ADA right now is a good buy. If you guys are looking to enter a quick trade, ADA looks like a good buy. You guys can see it right there. We broke above C. I want to see this for other coins. I want to see this for BTC. I want to see this for the total market capitalization. Look, total's breaking out. So look, you guys are literally getting it live right now. I'm getting more confirmation. Do you see how I'm doing this? Look, total's breaking out of C. I want it to get above this point. If total breaks out, I'm jumping back into the market. You guys are seeing it live right here, right? To the guy that sold BTC without letting his subs know. I actually let a lot of people know. I don't know what you're talking about. I hate when people like cry about what I do. Why don't you cry about your own self? All right, let me answer some questions for a little bit. We're not talking about any other crypto. Right now, we want to look at the macro conditions. All right, let's just continue because the questions look weak. All right, so if we look at Ethereum, we're testing that point. It looks like a good entry. Considering I'm looking at the total market capitalization, we're breaking out. If we look at a total too, it broke out decent. This is the total market capitalization excluding BTC. So look, I got two confirmations. 1, 2. Now I'm waiting for the third. Once this goes through, I might go pull the trigger on either buying BTC or ETH. One of the two. I'm not 100% sure. It looks like BTC is the play right now, to be completely honest. Some other charts right now. Let me see. If we look at the top 100 versus BTC, it doesn't look like it's going down. So I'll probably get into an altcoin. I'll probably most likely get into an altcoin. Okay. Bro, don't let you. Yeah, I'm not. No vibes. No vibes. All right. We're not letting myself a vibe. All right. So moving forward, there's a couple other things, right? People are calling, you know, for small. These are supposed to be smart people, but you could see here, this is kind of like looking at the S2FX model. And it's kind of his own version of it. This guy is one of the big time traders for Fidelity. So he's extremely smart, a lot smarter than me. But as you can see, it just looks a little bit overvaluated. So we needed that pullback. So long term, like I keep telling you guys 1,000 times, and people are still mad at me for some reason. Long term, we are bullish. Long term, I genuinely think that we're going to continue higher for Bitcoin. I'm just looking to make more money on this dip. So if we look at the 4 hour, right, there could be a lot of ways we go. If we break out to upside, this is pretty much what we really need. We really need something like where we kind of play around here and then break above C right now. If that does not happen, guys, we can come all the way back down to around these price ranges, $22,000 BTC. And these are the only two levels of support. Boom, boom. And this is why, and this is perfect opportunity where I'm wrong. And I can show you guys where I was wrong, but actually I wasn't really that wrong. And by the way, if you look at the 4 hour, wow, that looks great. It looks like it's going to break through. But I just want to see the volume for confirmation. I want to see bigger volume for confirmation. But the reason why I did this is look at the risk versus reward, right? If we sell here, okay, and the price goes down, we have a 10% drop, okay, and potentially way more. That's a 10% drop plus all of this, right? So from the top here, if we sold here and comes down, that's a 40% drop that we can probably experience very fast. Now, if you don't think that could happen, look over here. It happened in like less than a couple of hours, right? 40% drop. Like, look at that. Less than a couple of hours, that could have happened. But if I sold here, which was what I did yesterday, and I missed out on this little jump, I only missed out on 4% for a 40% drop. I missed out on a 4% jump for a 40% drop. So this is where you weigh out risk to reward, especially when you have a larger portfolio like me. Now, if you have smaller money, the strategy completely changes. I'm just trying to teach you guys how to fish. But I'm explaining to you my thought process, right? Instead of just telling you, oh, just hold it, when this is a negative pattern, this pattern right here is supposed to be bearish. This is a bearish pennant, okay? I'm not going to sit here and confidently go on my YouTube channel and tell people that everything's all good, just buy the dip and continue. No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna miss out on this little 5% and then correct my mistake, right? I'm gonna miss out on a stupid little 5%, wait for my confirmation, get back in like a smart, logical trader. That's what I'm doing, guys. So that's all I'm doing. This is basically what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this to play out, and we'll see what happens. Let's look at the daily, right? Let's look at the daily. Couple of other things. Yeah, we already kind of talked about this, but this breakout above here is actually pretty significant. Let me explain why. If we look right here, ever since we had basically the top of Bitcoin, which was at 65,000, ever since we had that top, we've basically been making this downtrend right here, and you can see it kind of played as support, and then we broke through, and then it played as resistance. So this downtrend is really important, and we're kind of like, if I draw it out a little bit better, we're kind of coming up to that point right now. So this would kind of like break the longer term downtrend, if that makes sense. I mean, there's so many ways you could draw this out. You could draw this like right here, however you want, right? Right there is the real probably downtrend right there. So this is significant, guys. I don't want like people to, you know, miss out on something because you didn't really know what was going on. This is a significant breakthrough. If we do break through, now I'll probably get back in, and the only thing that I'm skeptical about is getting above this point and this point right here. If we can get above those 2 points, because we've tried. Look, we tried to get through, broke down. Tried to get through, broke down. If we can get above these 2 points, boom and boom, I'm back in. I'm not going to watch the market. Probably not going to sell for a long time. Let it ride out. Let the market continue and make us money. Probably if we get above this point and this point, I'll probably get back into altcoins, because if you guys have been you haven't, but I've been selling some altcoins into Ethereum so I can manage my position a lot better. Because if you have like 65,000 altcoins, how are you going to get out and get back in? It's really hard, and it's really expensive. So what I did is I consolidated my altcoins to Ethereum, and then I've just been trading my stack of ETH for now while it's in the bear run. Now, if we're in a bull run, that completely changes. I don't mind holding altcoins for the long term. I'll jump right back in. Now, again, I would say altcoin season is going to continue. If we get above this point here and we get above this point here for BTC, ETH is pretty much looking like it's going to break through. So ETH is an indicator for altcoin season as well. We need to do, this is what we're looking at, guys. Go draw these out. You need to watch it for yourself on a day-to-day basis. Dot is obviously through it. Dot's been doing well. You guys need to draw this out for yourself, okay? You need to draw this out for yourself. You need to look at it on a daily basis. You need to have it on your phone, right, on standby, so that you can get in and out. Now, if you want something really easy, right, something really easy, quick swap, okay, is what I use. If you don't know how to do it, guys, I have a digital course. I give you guys everything, all tutorials, everything, and you know, customer support. But I can't sit here. I made a tutorial, right? Go watch my YouTube video. I'm not going to give you guys another tutorial, but I have a tutorial to explain to you how to bridge your assets over to QuickSwap, where you can make almost instant swaps, right? So all I do is, and this is not my main account, but all I have is a whole bunch of ETH, and this in my QuickSwap account, and I just keep switching it from ETH to USDC. That's it. Now, the beauty of this is that it doesn't go down. So just like regular exchanges go down, you switch to Matic. Regular exchanges go down in these climactic moments where you want to buy Ethereum. This does not happen, okay? It does not happen on QuickSwap. It's really hard for it to happen on a decentralized platform unless they get DDoS attacked, but I doubt that's going to happen. But that's basically what I'm doing. You guys got the strategy. I'm giving you all the answers. Now, the timing in which I upload it, I'll try to get better with the live streams. I'm not a perfect human being. Excuse me for that. But again, you get what you pay for. It's free information on the internet. I don't know what you guys want me to tell you. If people are like, oh, the best alpha is free, that is BS. The best information is the one where someone can walk you through it. That, like, people don't go to like singing classes, right, expecting it to be a get rich quick scheme. You get someone to help you sing, right? It's the same thing with cryptocurrency. You get someone to help you trade. It's that simple. There's no get rich quick nothing. It's just simply consolidated information, and I have to pay attention because you guys pay for it. Hence the discount we're talking about in Fundamental Secrets, where as long as Ethereum is below 3K, you guys are getting a 20% discount. Now, when it gets above 3K, we're going to have to bump the price back up because it looks like the altcoin season will, you know, return and people are going to start making money and all that great stuff. So we're kind of doing that right now for Fundamental Secrets. Go apply to the website if you haven't already. But, you know, we've been trading this dip, guys. We've been trading this dip. Let me show you. We've been like on it, up to date, right here, up to date to the minute. As soon as I wake up, dropping exactly what I sell, what I buy, market updates. What's going on in Fundamental Secrets? I updated them last night. Miguel's in there, you know, showing, he called the top. This guy right here, he called the top. He called and none of our coaches like wanted to like believe him. But like right here, this man told us that he wants to sell 70% of his crypto right here. And what happened is we weighed out the pros and cons. Miguel's the man. Miguel's the man. He called the top on-chain analysis, their on-chain analysis guy, one of the lead coaches. And he called it right. He was like, Alex, look, I don't know, man. It looks really bad. And then I was like, and then this is what happened. It was like all of our coaches put our brains together. And then like all of us were bullish and we had more bullish reasons. We're like, oh, no, it's just on-chain metrics. And then like right before I went to sleep, I'm just giving you guys the story. Right before I went to sleep, I don't know. He just got to me. And even though we all were bullish, quote unquote bullish, I made a sell call. I said, forget it. Like, I don't know if I'm bullish yet. And I made a sell call right around here with like at least 30% of all my cryptocurrency. And then I got back in right here. That was one of those epic trades I ever made in my life. But yeah, that was basically the gist, guys. That was basically the gist of like kind of that experience. And how could I possibly make a YouTube video updating you when I wasn't even sure about it? I wasn't even sure. I was going off of gut instinct, right? As well as someone what Miguel said, because if I would have came to the conclusion that this was the top and all of our coaches agreed, I would have made a YouTube video. I would have, let everybody know, of course. But look how quick this happened. It was such a quick down spike. It's pretty much impossible to predict, right? It's very hard to predict unless you got out like way over here and you've been dollar cost averaging out, which is part of our strategy. It's just premature, man. I thought the bull run was going to be way longer than this. It is going to be way longer, I think. I think it's just like a small pullback, but if you're going to sell the top, you should have been, selling all the way up here. You should have been dollar cost averaging. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Nobody just perfectly gets out at the top. It doesn't work that way. But yeah, long story short, guys, I don't think institutions are going to be holding like we are. They kind of got in around this area right here. Institutions got in like around here. They're not going to hold the bag, man. They're up. They're up. 168% on whatever they invested is the best thing they've ever done. This is the best experience they have. These guys are like executives of companies and stuff. They're not going to sit there and hold like we are. They're going to take their profits because they have to prove to their shareholders that they can make money. They have to prove that they're a good CEO or whatever the case is so they can get reelected as a CEO. They're looking at smaller time frames than us. They're not looking on a year-to-year basis. So, just this is like a short-term correction manipulation from the whales. I think we're going to continue higher. If we look at the weekly, for example. Oh, yeah, I showed you guys some other stuff, but let's look at the BLX. Let's look at a long-term time frame, and then I got to go. I got to go work out. We'll look at the BLX on the weekly time frame. Let's look at logarithmic regression. On the weekly. So you can see that it's like we're still panning out. Like we're still here. Like if we kind of just drew this, I know it's a bad drawing. If we drew this a little bit more, like it's not out of sight. Like we're not out of sight when it comes to, 100K Bitcoin. It's just going to take longer than expected. It might, happen at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. People that think long-term usually win, guys. So just have that in mind. If you didn't sell the top, it's okay. Like long-term, you're going to be okay. And there's a lot of coins I didn't sell the top from. Like there's like literally like 40% of my portfolio I didn't even touch, which is a significant amount of money. I wish I sold 100% of everything I hear, but I didn't. And that's, so I lost money with you guys, and it's not that big of a deal. Just hold long term, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Get education, educate yourself, right? Make sure you don't make that mistake ever again. Let's look at right here. A couple other things I'm looking at. We're looking at the moving averages. I'm just going to pull up the BLX. Let's just make this a lot simpler, more simple. I'll put this out here. Let's look at some moving averages. Everybody's looking at this death cross. Are we going to make the death cross or not? They're looking at it on a daily. Most people are looking at it daily. So if I just pull up this moving average right here, let's look at the 200-day moving average, and then let's look at the 50-day moving average. See if the death cross is getting any closer. So 50-day moving average. You guys are watching a live tutorial right here of how you do this on TradingView. If you guys want me to do any type of video, please leave a comment below. I've been trying to put out way more content than usual. I've been spending a lot more time. Actually, we had like a VIP access group that I discontinued, literally refunded everybody, which was like a big transition in my business. So I have so much more time. But look, this death cross, I don't know, man. There's been times where we went like this, and then we went like this, and then it didn't happen. But if that death cross happens, the chances are we are probably going to go back down. So, and that's what everybody's watching. But look, there's been times where we got really close. Let's pull it out. And it didn't happen. Like right here. Like right here. Like, look at that. I mean, everybody keeps comparing it to 2013. It was definitely a different time. But look how close we got, man. And we had to break out. Look. And it was actually, now that I look at it from a technical standpoint, it's pretty similar. We have a little asymmetrical. Is that asymmetrical? Let's see. See if it's a little asymmetrical triangle. Let me delete that. TradingView needs to fix like their tools for sure. All right. If we put like, I mean, this is very bad TA, guys. But look, as you can see, it took a while for us to break above this. But once we got above this, look, we rejected off C. This was C. This is similar to the last Bitcoin thing. So this is C right here. We rejected off of this. It's held as resistance. But as soon as we broke through, it was gone. So again, I'm trying to wait till we break through there. This is very similar since back in 2013. And you can see that right here, the moving averages got really close, but they didn't cross. So those are the two things I'm really, really looking at for Bitcoin's price. If we could do something similar to there, then we are bullish short term or medium term, and we can continue higher. We're probably going to see it like kind of trade sideways, and then I want to see it break above this point right here. All right. So there you go, guys. Watch the charts. Make sure you guys are paying attention. Keep up. Okay. Keep up with the market. Stop closing your eyes and running away. I'm getting a significant amount of less views, and I'm looking at other YouTubers. They're getting less views. Don't be that guy just runs away when the going gets tough. When the going gets tough, stop cowering. Okay. Put in more work. Okay, when you lose money, you should be putting in more work to make it back. You shouldn't be getting scared in times like this. Get your technical analysis up. Get your fundamental analysis up. Start reading some books. Double time it. Sleep less. Stop watching Netflix. Stop going having fun with your friends. This is the time where we can make ridiculous amounts of money and people are slacking. This is where the going gets tough. You guys need to step up. And I've been stepping up in my company as well as everything. You're costing your viewers big money by not talking about Hex. Sure. Get out the scams, man. Get out the scams. All right, guys, be easy. Have a good one. I love you. Haters, just unsubscribe. Like, I don't need you guys. I'd rather have a smaller audience anyways. I appreciate everybody for joining the live stream early in the morning. That's it for this video. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching, guys. Love you.